video. This not rock. Who's gaming? What's going on, folks? Hit Points Gaming here with our podcast. Chris, how you doing?
Doing pretty good this week. Pretty good.
Kev, how you doing?
Not bad at all.
All right, make sure that you head over to Spreaker, to the Filling the Void podcast network. That's where you'll be able to get the download for this in case you just want the audio and you don't feel like looking at our faces and Kev's controllers. Corey is out today, but we have Kev here as a sub. Kev's been playing games with us for quite a long time, and you know he definitely is more of a PC guy.
Yep.
So it's going to be good to get his particular opinion on our subject today, which is going to be the classic console re-release things going on. There's a whole bunch of them, but as always, we're going to talk about what it is we've been up to. Dude, it's finally here. The game I waited 3 years for, which is
Star
Cuphead.
Fox 2. Oh,
Cuphead.
Oh
My God, dude.
Come on.
Oh my God. Cuphead is so good. It is insane to me. To look at it, if I could describe the gameplay, it's Contra that looks like Steamboat Willie. And it actually plays so perfect that I couldn't have asked for anything more from it right now. They added, for a guy like me, it's kind of easy just to go through the levels, but then it's like, can you get an A+, which is, can you beat it with this time, getting this many types of hits, and stuff like that. So it adds a lot of challenge and kind of speed run to it. I think the game is fantastic. The audio is fantastic. They did not allow, it's hard to explain. So you could have a game that looks like that, but still sounds like a modern game with gunfire and stuff. But all the sound effects are like real slapstick and hits and pops and stuff like that. So it's really good. So I've just been playing a ton of Cuphead. Our UFC 2 league just ended, and I am the victor. Woohoo for me. And
who do you play that with? Like online, or you have some local friends?
Both, actually.
Okay.
Both. So there's some guys around town that are in it, and then there's a couple guys that I met online who are in it too. We only had 7 people, but that was basically for me to run it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To figure out how I'm going to do it. And then now I'm going to kind of let people bring in friends of friends and stuff. I wanted to keep it tight at first, and now I'm going to be like, I don't care who's in it. But besides that, that's really it. Chris, what have you been up to?
I got a question on Cuphead. Now, I've been reading, it came out this week. It's on Steam. It's on consoles. Now, everyone's complaining, this game's too hard. Can I return it?
Oh, my God.
I don't know. See,
I've watched some videos. What are you going to say, Kev? Go ahead.
Well, so last night I was watching a streamer play through Cuphead, and I agree with what Doug was saying. The sound effects are on point. The art style, it really, it was like I was watching...
It's a cartoon.
It was a cartoon.
It's so good.
I gotta admit, I was really surprised by how quality the graphics were and how nice the artwork was and everything. Gameplay, I gotta say, pretty basic looking platformer. Not necessarily that's a bad thing, but pretty basic platformer. And one of the guys said that he beat the entire game in 4 hours. So
which I wouldn't doubt.
Right. So if it's capable to be beaten in 4 hours by someone, then I can't really say that the game is, oh my God, hard. It
right.
Doesn't seem like that really would hold up.
We had, we had an entire podcast about the difficulty of games, but to say that the game is too hard is crazy. Now, what I will say is, when I started playing it, when I started playing the very first level. The first thing, like a guy comes from the top, and then a guy comes from the front, and they're kind of throwing stuff at you. And I immediately realized, within maybe 20 seconds, like some people are gonna suck at this game so bad, because although the game does the whole thing where like a guy pops here, so then guys are gonna come from above. Now guys are gonna come from the front. Okay, now they show like this thing that spits seeds by itself. But then the next one you got guys and the seeds. So it gradually works you into works you into new things, and it gets to the point to where, for somebody who's not into classic games, it's gonna get wrecked by Cuphead.
It sounds like, not to cut you off, sorry, but it sounds like it's like old school Nintendo style game where
it's
you'll
Contra.
get to a certain point and something just flies at you and kills you, and you just have to remember, okay, when I get here, this is going to happen, so I have to know to get out of the way.
Right, and that's Contra. The game is literally Contra, Mega Man style game, which, again, if you gave Contra to somebody right now and they don't know it, they're gonna die over and over.
Their three lives are gone before they probably even find the spread gun. And,
But the difference in Contra was if you died 3 times, you start the whole game over.
Yes.
Versus Cuphead, you just try the level again. So I see that people are saying it's tough. It's not too hard. My brother, who taught me how to play games, he's having trouble on some of the bosses, but he's getting through them. Is he getting an A+ and getting the best grade like I am? No. But he's getting through the bosses, and he's able to beat the game. Now, he has the advantage of playing games for damn near 40 years now, but on the other hand, he's not great at it, but he is beating it. You know what I mean?
And he's having a good time, I'm assuming, too.
Oh, my God. He texted me the other day. I should bring it up on my phone. He's going through Cuphead withdrawal while he's at work. I can't express my praise for that game enough. I have actually just recorded the review for it, so that'll be up in a couple days.
Cool.
But
sounds like it's almost kind of forgiving, though, too. As you said, like Contra, you die 3 times, start the entire game over. This, you die 3 times, you just start the level over. So it's not that beat you down hard.
Right, yeah, that's exactly it. And you get upgrades and stuff, too, that stay with you, so... But that's the modern gamer is, this game's too hard, can I have my money back, can you make this part easier? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've seen numerous people on Twitter and YouTube saying, hey, this game is too hard, is this game for me? Is it too hard, am I not going to have fun playing with it? And it doesn't really look like that. I mean, they've done a lot of, Volgar the Viking was a really hard game. Very similar,
I have not beaten that yet. That game
Volgar was that game was great. But I mean, it's a different kind of thing. It's kind of retro-ish, I guess you could say. Just like Cuphead. Cuphead looks amazing. The sound, like everything you're saying is right. But it's why, I don't want to get into it too much, but why is it too hard? Why are people too afraid of it? Dark Souls is really hard, but it's so fun, make what you can of it.
Yeah, well, I think some people appreciate a challenge in games, and I think some people may have, like Dark Souls, what you're getting into. This game is just going to kill you, and you're going to die and smash you. Cuphead may look like, it's just a decent, fun kind of game, and then all of a sudden you get it, and you start playing it, and you're like, wow, this is what's going on. Things are flying at me from everywhere, and I'm dying all the time.
Yeah, I could see that definitely being a thing. Some people want games that they can hold forward and shoot, and everything in front of you just dies as you go along. And the only way you die is if you fall in a pit or if you let go of shoot. That's what people want. But games aren't always like that, and it's good to do your research before you buy something.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Will Cuphead be too hard for you? It might. So watch somebody play it and see what happens. That is the beauty of what age that we're in right now as far as technology.
Yes.
There's so much information. So, Chris, what have you actually been playing?
Talking about holding forward and shooting, I've been playing the new Doom game.
Oh boy.
Oh, the recent
Doom.
one. Okay.
Yeah, the most recent Doom.
I thought there was another one.
No. It's fantastic. It's so much fun.
Really?
But it is only you just move forward and shoot the guys. The only reason I die is because I'm trying to make a jump that you're not supposed to, and I fall. And die off the planet or something, there are points where you do get beat up, and I have really low health, but you have this really cool, the guns are awesome. The guns feel big and heavy. There's machine guns, and I haven't gotten the BFG yet. I'm 7 hours in. BFG isn't up just yet, but it's great. The sound's good. And, they have that that whole Doom theme.
Yeah,
it's really good. I'm really enjoying it.
It's a good rhythm game. You can actually get, because I played it for maybe a half hour or so. There was a demo. You can actually kind of run through it and kill guys almost in a rhythm style of killing.
Okay.
Because a lot of it's melee too. So you can kind of just keep bouncing and killing guy to guy to guy and just kind of run through it like that.
It's got this whole stagger system, you shoot them and they stagger, and you gonna go up and punch them, kind of deal for a last hit kill.
And then you get the items for that too, right? You get
you get health and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard, but it's not really hard. I'm playing not on the super hard, but I'm playing on the harder one.
Okay.
And you just run up and kill someone, you get a bunch of health at the end. So it's like it's difficult, but it's not super difficult.
Right.
Yeah. It's really fun. I'm having a great time. The map's huge, and they come
great.
back on each other. Yeah, they look really good.
It looks
and they're
really
well
good.
designed. So like you start at the beginning and you end at the end, obviously. But like you can get back and forth between the 2 points really easily. They circle navigate into each other, which is really good. Just really well designed. Definitely worth like $20, which it is right now. I think it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Kev? What have you been playing?
Well, I mean, Chris, as you know, we've been playing some Heroes of the Storm, which I wasn't too much of a fan of at first. I'm more of a League of Legends guy, but I can definitely see the appeal to Heroes of the Storm. It's a little bit more of a casual approach, not so detail oriented, and you don't have to really build a guy. You don't really have to get items, stuff like that. You can
Smash it on my game.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, you got me playing it for like a month and a half, 2 months now.
Yeah,
But it's definitely fun. I would appreciate it if there was a little more strategy with the characters, but again, I understand that's where it differentiates from League, and that's where it's a little more easier and welcoming to the masses to play, which is a good thing because there's always people playing and everything. And it's Blizzard, so it's polished and it's beautiful. Another game that I've been playing, well, I wish I could have been playing it a lot more, but I just found out about this game called Crypt Art. It's in early release right now, and I picked it up through a Humble Bundle for like $10 with a bunch of other games. Best way for me to describe this game is it's Solar Jetman meets Metroid meets Broforce.
I was doing the same thing, Doug. I'm like, what?
Whoa!
I'm telling you, look up a video. Yep, look up a video of it. I'm telling you, it's really cool. I don't have too much to say about it because I was playing it yesterday. I just got it yesterday, and I broke my Xbox controller.
No.
So it is a twin stick shooter kind of game.
Okay.
And so I tried using keyboard and mouse, and I'm a keyboard and mouse guy. Trust me, I go to that more than a controller. This is not a keyboard and mouse game. You need a controller. So I overnighted, one day shipped from Amazon, an Xbox One controller to use for my computer. So when that gets here, I'm gonna play it some more. But it's you get to, so you're like a guy in a ship, like a spacesuit, and you have to go to different things to find artifacts and money and equipment and just keep leveling up. I'm not really sure what the end game is, honestly, because like I said, I haven't really played it that long. But you get to find tech as you're playing. You can make different loadouts for your guy. I think you can actually play it stealth as well, like a stealth style. That's not really my style, so I haven't really delved into any of that. I'm more just kind of like bullet storming it, kind of shooting through it. But it's a lot of fun, I gotta say, if it's on the Humble Bundle still for $10, definitely pick it up. It's very nice, polished graphics and everything for what it is. So
that's really cool. It sounds dude, it sounds like fun. It sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun.
Awesome. So, getting to today's topic, which is basically our thoughts on the Nintendo Classic and Super Nintendo Classic Minis, and as well as re-releases in general of consoles now. It's just becoming a thing. It's becoming popular to do. Sega actually, and Kev mentioned this before the podcast, I'm glad that he said something was, Sega had one out for a while now that's been at like Toys R Us and Walmart. And the good thing about the Sega one is that you can actually still put cartridges in it. Okay, that's huge because the Nintendo ones you can't. But there's 40 games on it and only like 15 of them are licensed. You know what I mean? The rest of them are just weird games that they packed in there. But as far as the I thought the Nintendo Classic Mini looked really cool. I have other ways to play those games. I have my Nintendo. I would rather get like an Everdrive. That's my thing. I'd rather play it on the original hardware. But I think it's cool that they made it, right? I think it's cool that they made it.
Absolutely.
Has a great interface. It looks great. The console itself. Weird decision to have like a 2.5-foot controller wire when everybody's playing on 70-inch TVs.
Yeah, that was the only thing I didn't understand that at all. Like, I don't know how that got past R&D, and someone said, "Sure, that's a great idea."
They
That's
were playing
because
it
what
on
we did
monitors.
as
That's
kids.
why.